The Chiefs are restarting the Kansas City offense for Patrick Mahomes, and it all comes down to the pass catchers. This is going to be a really interesting progression through minicamp and who's standing out and exactly how Patrick is actually delivering the ball. Welcome back to RGR Football. I'm Ryan. This is me going rogue on the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL. Make sure you like, sub, and hit that bell right now so you can find out more of what's going on. Just voiceover today, wanted to give you a little bit of visual about what's going on at minicamp. Thanks to Matt Derrick, who actually shot this. You can follow him over at chiefsdigest.com. Make sure you check out everything that he's putting out because he's actually there, unlike me. So, as it comes down, it's the pass catchers. It's distributing the ball. We've talked a lot about MVS lately. We've talked a little bit about Juju, who is the recipient of a no-look pass that still has Willie Gay talking about it. But that's not it. It really comes down to how many of these pass catchers are formidable enough to make the roster. And as we watch just with simple drills, you see that there is a lot of talent here. It's a new day, a new group, and there's plenty of room to try to make your mark. Now, it doesn't mean everybody's out there. There's a little bit of concern. Justin Ross has missed both days of minicamp to this point with what we appear to understand is a soft tissue injury. We don't know the exact extent of it, and we don't know how long he's going to be out. Hopefully, he can rally before the minicamp is over because this was prime time for him to make some progress and claim more reps for training camp. Although, according to his teammates, he is already impressing in a number of ways. Luckily, SKYY MOORE is back out there, and he is catching passes. Looks like he's fine. He is wearing a sleeve still on that hamstring that was bothering him during OTAs. So slow progression is good. And I think what the Chiefs have found is that Ross gives them enough that they want to protect him for camp. So pushing him is probably unlikely. If we don't see him in minicamp, it's not going to be the end of the world, but you would have liked to gotten a little bit more there. Standouts of the day in day two, we're on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of the DBs. Bryan Cook leading the way. Jalen Watson getting in on the action. Very quiet day for the starters in Thornhill and Reed, but that's actually good. When Watson and Cook are making plays, that's going up on them. That helps them develop what is the floor of this defense, not the ceiling. I think the ceiling's just fine. When Thornhill thinks he's going to the all-pro level, if he's right, then hey, more power to him. It's about this, the floor of this, not the ceiling. So, a couple of highlights did look like not just the normal subjects. Start off with Kelsey, MVS doing their thing, but a couple of players that did stand out a little bit. Justin Watson starting to make some noise as well. Had a couple of nice days, and I understand that he made a couple of great catches on day 2 of camp. And the play of the day for the offense being Jody Fortson, who is officially ahead of schedule, looks like he's back and ready to roll. You guys have been hearing me talk him up quite a bit because I think if he can pick up right where he left off, he is a guy that's going to contribute and be an X factor that isn't really expected by a lot of defensive coordinators around this league. That matchup is a plus. And Joe Blameyer seems to be using him in ways that I think kind of shed that gap between tight end and wide receiver. And that's really what Jody's strength is. So I'm still very optimistic on him. We'll have more on him as he goes through this process. But this drill that we've been watching is a creation of Joe Blameyer, as we understand. And I think that's just a new twist on it. You see Fountain, you see a number of guys down the depth chart that are still hanging in there with this. So there's a lot of balls to go around in order to get caught and make your mark. There's a lot coming. So that's where they are day 2. Let's see how the third practice goes in minicamp, and we'll have a report for you tomorrow as well. Make sure you like, sub, and hit that bell so that you are part of Rogue Nation. If you happen to be a member or you want to join the memberships and support the channel, you do get to be part of the literal Rogue Nation on Discord. That is by invite only. We will be back. We have Chief in the North live on Thursday night. Should be a fun show, as always. And we'll keep on cranking it out. Don't miss. Our lives are Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we have all kinds of video content for you during the week. Thanks for checking this one out. We will see you tonight.